If you're running a small business, I'm guessing your to-do list is, well, it's a monster. And you hear this word automation, and it sounds great in theory, but it also sounds really overwhelming. Like, where would you even start? Well, today we are going to break down a super practical framework that just cuts right through all that noise. Okay, let's just start right here with this core idea. The source we're looking at today says something brilliant. Most of us don't have an automation problem, we have a priority problem. And that's so true, isn't it? It's not about a lack of tools, it's that we instinctually want to automate the tasks that annoy us the most, not the ones that are actually the best fit for machine to handle. So that really is the million-dollar question. How do you choose the right thing to focus on first? It can feel like you need some kind of tech background to figure this out, but you absolutely don't. We're going to walk through a really simple, totally non-technical way to find that perfect starting point. And here it is. It's a simple four-factor decision test. Seriously, don't think of this as some complex system. It's just a checklist. For any task you're thinking about automating, you just run it by these four questions. How often does it happen? How clear are the rules? What's the risk if it goes wrong? And what's the emotional weight? Let's break each one down. First up, repetition frequency. How often does this task actually happen? This is so key because automation really pays you back through repetition. That little 5-minute task you do 40 times a week, like logging a new lead from your website, that's a way better target than a big 2-hour project you only do once a month. Those tiny things add up to massive time savings. I absolutely love this rule of thumb. It's so simple and practical. If it happens weekly, it probably shouldn't rely on your memory. That's a perfect filter right there. If something's on your to-do list every single week, it's a sign that it needs a system, not just your brain power to remember it every time. Okay, so the second factor is rule clarity. A person can handle fuzzy instructions like, hey, use your best judgment. Software, not so much. It needs crystal clear if this, then that logic. So a rule like, if a payment is received, then send a receipt is perfect for a machine. But something like, decide if this client seems like they're high value, that's way too subjective. And here is the perfect test for that. If you can't explain the decision in one sentence, automation will struggle. It's such a great gut check. Before you try to automate something, just try to explain the logic out loud. If you can't boil it down to a simple, clean rule, it's probably a task that still needs a person involved. All right, the third test is risk tolerance. And let's be honest, automation can make mistakes, especially when you're just getting started. So the key is to begin with tasks where an error is cheap and super easy to fix. An internal notification going to the wrong person? Okay, that's a minor hiccup. An automated system making a legal commitment on your behalf. That could be a total disaster. And that really leads to the most important safety rail of all. Never automate irreversible decisions. If something can't be easily undone, don't hand it over to a machine. Things like final pricing approvals or signing contracts, those absolutely need human oversight. You want to start low risk and keep those big final decisions in your hands. And finally, let's talk about that fourth factor, emotional weight. Some tasks are purely operational, sending an appointment reminder or an order confirmation. But other tasks are all about the relationship. They're the things that build or break trust with your customers. You should definitely automate the operational stuff, but you have to protect those relational tasks. A machine just can't show empathy to an unhappy customer. This quote really says it all when it comes to customer experience. People forgive slow systems. They don't forgive feeling ignored. It's so true. A customer might be patient with a little delay, but they will not be patient with feeling like they're just talking to a robot when they have a real problem. That personal touch is your superpower as a small business. Don't automate it away. So let's put this all together. The perfect task to automate first is going to fit this magic formula. It's something you do frequently, it follows simple rules, a mistake won't sink the ship, and it doesn't require a human heart to do it well. That right there, that's your sweet spot. And here are some real-world examples to make it stick. Your best targets? Things like lead intake processing, basic file organization, internal team notifications, and scheduling logistics. And the worst targets, well, those are the high-stakes, high-emotion tasks like negotiating, making final pricing decisions, or handling conflicts. Keep your people on those. The big idea here is what we call the small wins strategy. The goal is not to overhaul your entire business overnight. It's just about getting small, easy wins. Think about it. Automating just one repetitive 5-minute task could free up over 3 hours of your time every single month.
That success builds confidence, and it gives you the mental space to figure out what to tackle next.
And really, this is the main takeaway. The goal isn't maximum automation. You want the most reliable operations. It's about choosing the right things to automate to make your business more consistent and dependable. Smart automation reduces errors and frees you up for the work that only you can do. So we want to leave you with a direct question. Think about your day tomorrow. What's one predictable, low-risk, repetitive task that you're probably going to do that you could automate instead? Maybe it's sending a standard follow-up email or saving a file to the right folder. That's your target. Start right there and just see how much time and mental energy you can get back.